was okay.
So you didn't get it?
It's a process, Mum.
A process that's getting you nowhere.
Patience. Would you just have some patience for your daughter?
5 years is long enough, let alone 10.
8 years, Ma. It's been 8 years.
Practically a lifetime for a dog.
You want me to quit, is that it?
God knows, sweetie. But why don't you do it as a hobby instead?
That was a good one. For starters, I feel like the writer really had an idea of what it's like to be a talent for hire and be in the industry. I mean, with obvious call-outs to the big agencies like WME and CAA, but also the more granular stuff, the dealing with rejection, and just willing to do things for that break. Really speaks to an artist trying to make it today. So I thought it all felt really grounded, really believable, and was a nice showcase of this young person's talents. And I thought it all worked together really well.
I really liked the story of this, as it's something that a lot of performers can relate to. It just shows that you can be so amazing at something, at your craft, but it doesn't mean that you're always going to be recognized for it by the people that you want to, the gatekeepers, if you will, and all you want is their approval, and you won't always get it. In Ophelia's case, she was rejected time after time after time, and then at the party, when she felt she had just been taken advantage of for the last time, she went outside, and instead of going home defeated, she pulled out her instrument and decided to play for herself and not anyone else for probably the first time in a very long time.
And I thought that the way that they had her play the fiddle after she had already walked out on the front yard, essentially in the front yard, was so beautiful, because for me that was like proof of her true passion for playing the violin, and her true passion and her true commitment to continue even after she thought that this was going to be like this great opportunity, and that it was going to be a great moment for her to maybe make big strides and have something come of it. And when all of that kind of fell through, she didn't just stop and give up. She wasn't disheartened by it or anything like that. Like, she did just keep playing, and she played for herself. And I think that if you can do that, then you can keep going. The setbacks don't matter as much, because you're really doing it because you have such a passion for it. And I think that it captured that in such a beautiful way.
It was sad to start. The actress Claire Monique was perfect at conveying Ophelia's frustration and her naivety walking into the huge white rich house. I admire Ophelia's passion for her violin and her relentlessness to follow her passion. I like her vision was pretty comical, and actually kind of took me to the circus, that scene. And I like how the film started with her playing violin and then ended the same way.
I thought that production value on this one was really high. Super well done, and a great level of drama throughout, but it never felt overblown. It was always very much justified, especially because they built up our relationship with the main character so well at the beginning, and made her a really sympathetic character that you cared for, you liked, and you were rooting for her. The music when she was playing was heartbreakingly beautiful, and really encaptured her passion, and brought home the idea of that's the reason why you do it, because you love it and not for the accolades. And while it was very sad, there was still that glimmer of hope.
Like kind of more of a short film than it is like a music video. But I thought it was filmed really creatively. I love the transitions and like how they kind of like get from, going from like an imagined scene to like an actual scene, and or if it is actually imagined, I don't know who to say. But it was really good, and I feel like the main actress who supported it was just so talented. I don't know if she like actually played the instrument, but yeah, I really dug it. I thought it was cool, and like the setting was excellent, and the production design was super well done. And I feel like, you know, music videos are a place where like those things really have to shine, and this certainly does. So great job.
And this one is like, I really love the violin as an instrument. It might be my favorite one. So this one, first of all, kudos to the violinist and her performance as an actress as well. She really transfers this distress and anger and frustration feelings, and I really also enjoyed the ending, which I thought it was quite unexpected.
Let me tell you, I felt this piece and the character's journey from the very beginning. And I think that there's just something to be said about that, because it just goes to show that the talent, the cinematography, all of those technical aspects of the film really work together to convey this emotion and sympathy in the viewers. I really love the costumes in this piece and just the production design as well, but those were just a couple things I noticed. And I think lastly, but certainly not least, I love the fight sequence. I thought that that was a really creative way to give some exposition and also bring it back to the main storyline without losing any traction. I just thought that was a really creative way to, kind of give the audience a little taste of what was happening and cue them in to the backstory. So really well done, and I look forward to maybe seeing more of your work in the future.